Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. I'm Aboyade Oluwole, your Conscious Creative Space Intelligence Director. And today, in our Creativity and Design Space class, I want to talk about the process, or what I call the 7 C's of creation. C as in capital C in create. The 7 C's of creation are as follows. Number one is called content creation. Number two is creative writing. Once you start with content creation, the idea that you want to create a content, that's content creation. You come up with the thought, the willingness, the passion. I want to create something. Thought will kick in. You want to plant. Even a farmer is creating content. Corn, cassava, yam, oranges, they are all content. But there are digital content and what we call non-digital content. In today's world, people consume just like they consume corn, oranges, and food that a farmer produce in the farm as content. On the digital farm, internet, we also consume videos and pictures and text and articles and write-up as well as what we call digital food. All of that will affect our emotion, our being, our character, and our intelligence. That is why in today's world, you must always strive to achieve happiness, good health, and wealth in wherever you are involved in your everyday life. And it must start from the primary school and even nursery school level. You must continue to teach them that consciousness, to be aware that we are on this planet to create in a better direction. So the 7 C's of creation is number one, content creation, creative writing. After you come up with the content creation, you have to come up with the idea. Write it down so you protect your idea because of intellectual property theft. Government are involved in intellectual property theft. A lot of rich people are involved in intellectual property theft. So for you, who is just a passionate person trying to get something done, please follow these 7 C's of creation. So come up with the content you want to produce, be it a farmer, a writer, a movie maker, a designer, a woodworker, a metal designer, a gold maker, wherever, even jewelry, wherever. First, come up with the content to create, write it down so that you can protect it and write it creatively. You can even write in your natural language, which I encourage you to do so. The third one is creative production. After you come up with the idea in content creation, you now go to creative writing. You now go to the third stage, which is the creative production. In that process, that's where you go through the process of production from pre production to post production. After that, you go to creative editing. Creative editing, we do it every day. When you are interacting with somebody, you edit. When they say something and you don't like it or you don't believe it, you say, no, that is not correct. That's a form of editing. We do it with product too. We do it with film. We do it even when we create a chair or we design a jewelry. We have to show it to people. Do you like it? If they don't like it, they will tell us what they like, what they don't like. They will tell us, and we'll modify. That's a form of editing. So there is creative editing. Now we have creative sustainability. Creative sustainability is huge, but before creative sustainability, there's creative adaptability. Creative adaptability is for you to factor in the user's mind into whatever you are creating. Creative adaptability means that anything I'm producing or creating or designing, I have to make sure the users will not be spending more to learn how to use it and to learn how to take care of what they are using in a better direction. So I have to think about the skills they have to understand what I'm creating that will help them to be happy and be wealthy and also be healthy. That is adaptability. Sustainability doesn't talk about the wealth, the health, and the skills of people sustaining whatever they are using. I know that because of my research in what we call mind the maker and mind the user. We have two types of mind that belong to the same mind, but their forces are very powerful. And the one that has more command is mind the user. The man that makes the car can never be the best driver. It is impossible. As a matter of fact, out of driving the car every day, you will learn to create consciously and unconsciously more than the maker. That is why mind the maker and mind the user is a good understanding for those of you who are going to be using the 7 C's of creation. And adaptability, creative adaptability, is that if you create an artistic expression, you have to factor into it how to present that design as a product to your buyers, so that how are they going to be able to maintain this thing I'm selling to them in their house, in their environment, that it will not cost them, that they will be able to take care of it, and that that thing will be able to last for a very long time. That is thinking about adaptability. That is what we lack in the world today, even at the United Nations table. And I'm sure they will embrace that willingly without any hindrance. So now, when you look at the 7 C's, we're in creative sustainability after creative adaptability. Sustainability is the continuity of whatever you've created. So if you've created something, somebody should be able to come to create after that or from that, not to recycle now. Recycle is a different process that did not really achieve what we want. Creation is a continuous process. In that process, you now say, this particular phone that I'm using to do this, how can I make this phone better? Not how can I recycle this phone? What I'm saying in sustainability and adaptability is, how can I make this phone cheaper? How can I make this phone more affordable? How can I make this phone smaller? How can I make this phone easier for people to use, for people to maintain, and for people to have accessibility to it regardless of their income? That is adaptability. That is sustainability. That is not recycle. That is creation. That's why you have creative sustainability and creative adaptability. The last one is creative spirituality. We all know that we go to church, we read the Bible, or wherever you believe in. It's because of behavior and character. Now, the poem you heard in the other class, I'm going to read for you again. That poem is also here, and it says, page by page, I am writing. Day by day, I am creating. And yes, today, I am very, very happy and healthy and wealthy. That should be our goal. Anything we do in life, we should always have it at the core, at the belief, at the faith, at the being, at the existence, in our intelligence, in our consciousness, that we will continue to what? Create in a better direction to achieve the purpose of being happy, healthy, and wealthy. So I'm going to go through the 7 C's of creation again. Number one, content creation. Come up with the idea you want to create. Number two, creative writing. Write that idea down and creatively protect that idea because of intellectual property theft. Creative production, then move into the production process as to where the place you want to produce it, who to work with, and so on to get the product. And then the other one is creative editing. Show it to people, interact to be able to know how to modify, how to make it better, edit it. And then you have creative adaptability. Factor the user's mind into whatever you are creating. And then you have creative sustainability. That means always remember you must give people under creative adaptability skills to help them continue creating, so that whatever you've created will not have a stoppage in time and space. Then after creative sustainability, we have creative spirituality. That spirituality is the purpose, making them happy, healthy, and wealthy. That is the reason why we're on planet Earth. And that is why when the Creator created the Garden of Eden and creation itself, He said, behold, it was beautiful in my sight. It is beautiful then, it is beautiful today, and it will continue to be beautiful in all of our sight. I pray that your mind and your eyes will not see the ugliness of creation, but the beauty of creation. So keep the mind to create, and you will never lose, because wealth, happiness is yours for eternity. I'm Aboyade Oluwole, your conscious creative space intelligence director, and I'm sure You will be waiting for the next class. Goodbye.